left off at, you were telling me, I was
Right.
telling you about his. I think his best chance of catching Jack is going to be at Augusta
Right. Okay.
because it's a
So,
course that he's familiar with.
right. And you've always said that.
Mhm.
And I couldn't agree anymore. I couldn't, I mean, I couldn't disagree any more than I am because, and for this reason.
Okay.
No, I'll say it. I remember, and like I was gonna say, I was gonna take some quotes out of Brindle Chambly, who I absolutely hate. He's so critical of Tiger over the years, and Tiger's proven him wrong so many times and made him eat it. And I think, matter of fact, I don't even think he criticizes Tiger anymore. Tiger done proved him wrong so many times. But one of the things he said that he used to say, and it was kind of true about Tiger, even when Tiger's long off the tee, he hasn't always been so accurate.
Yes.
And there's more emphasis on length and accuracy these days. So with me talking about Tiger being as long as he is now, they were not just me. In the last tournament, they were talking about how the length that he has off the tee now. And so if he's long off the tee, we can kind of transfer that over to his length, even in the field, mid irons, long iron, that type of stuff, which is so with Tiger. But the thing about them long irons, they're no good if you can't put it in the fairway. You got to put it on the short grass. So what I'm trying to say is, if Tiger can,
but he is the best recovery player probably in the history of the game too, because he always had a leaky driver. So his ability to flight them irons from anywhere has always been his saving grace. And in addition to, and as you would know, because I think you're one of the best ones I've ever played with, his flat stick bailed him out of a lot of bad shots.
Absolutely. So let's say this. Let me ask you something. I'm gonna flip it back on you. Let's say Tiger can figure out. Let's say let's just hypothetically say Tiger is able to figure out his long game off the tee, where he can maintain his length and gain an accuracy. Now we're looking at a whole different ball game here. I mean,
I think he can make the cut. I think he can be in contention. But do I think Tiger putt the way he putted when he was dominating the tour? I think, and this is all in fairness, and you taught me a lot about the game when I started playing 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I think Tiger game has somewhat improved, with the exception of his distance, because people caught up to him younger. He changed the game. I think what his Achilles heel is, the weakest part of Tiger game, will probably be his putting at this stage.
I don't think so, because putting is more of a feel thing. It doesn't require any length. It doesn't require any real muscle or anything like that. It's more of a feel thing. And good visualization, good feel, all those touches around the green, the visualization, being able to see the picture to the cup, like he always talks about.
So what I'm
I don't
saying
think
is,
that goes away. I don't think that.
So let me ask you,
do
you think that, from your observation, in the last 5 times you've seen Tiger play, would you say he's putting the way he was 10 years ago?
See, that's the thing. No, he was not. And I'd say, and the reason being is because we have yet, and this is what's exciting about the possibilities of Tiger being healthy and Tiger being back, a healthy Tiger, I would say, is that we need some time to really see what we got going on with Tiger. But we've yet to really see Tiger for any real length of time so that we can really do a real, evaluation of what he's got going.
Okay.
He hasn't played enough.
All
and,
right,
and for long enough for us to really see that. But I think over time you're going to see all of that stuff. The more he plays, is going to come back. The thing I don't like is he's talking about.
Let me get this point. Let me tell you why I'm pessimistic in terms of the point that you make.
Okay.
I'm with you that you can't put nothing past him. You have to listen to what Tiger says. And
go ahead.
When you're a great players have a way of summing up greatness at any given moment. They have that euphoric recall. They got that muscle memory. They just know on any given day, any given Sunday on the back nine, they could sum it up. But let me just tell you what I think the elephant in the room is with regards to Tiger performances.
Right.
And you should you'll be able to attest to this. So just stay with me here.
Go ahead.
Tiger, since he picked up the golf club at every stage of his play, every level of his play, he's been the hardest worker, the most driven worker there's been. Even on the PGA Tour, from the time he was playing as a 6-year-old all the way to when he got on the tour. They said that Tiger would be on the putting green, on the driving range, in the rain, and when match is over, when the tournament is over, he's still practicing.
Right.
I think the elephant is Tiger can't practice the way he used to. So it's going to be too hard for his game to come back because his body doesn't allow him to put in that kind of work. And that is something that Tiger has stated. Why he don't think he'll be able to get to a certain level. And he said this, because I can't practice the way I used to. My body doesn't allow it. On top of, he's a dad now. So you can't spend 6 hours on the driving range when what's his kid somebody he got to go make the chicken nuggets. You know what I'm saying?
You know what?
He can't practice, so therefore he ain't gonna be able to perform.
You know what? I'm gonna say this about Tiger and all of that, and I'll even say this about his health. And I don't remember the year, but we all remember when Tiger beat up on them boys out there on one leg. Remember when he did that?
Well, I think he was like 27, 20, I think he was about 30, 31 years old at that time.
Right. But I with that being said, I've always said Tiger can beat the rest of the field. He may not have that A+ game that we like to see, and that even Tiger probably likes to see, and that we've seen him be very competitive with. His A game, what he calls A game. Okay. However, I've always said Tiger can beat the field with a B game. That's how good this guy is. Tiger can beat the field with a B game. Tiger don't have to have his A+ game to beat the field. Tiger, and I know what you're thinking. I know you're thinking, not anymore. These guys are too good. These guys are too good out there. I think we haven't even really. That's the point I'm trying to make. We haven't even seen a B game from Tiger as of late. We've seen Tiger play some good golf. Tiger won that last Masters with a C+ game, man.
No way.
What, you think it was C?
No, I thought Tiger won that Masters. Won his course knowledge. That's the reason why I think because remember who we were against. He was there against Finau, Matsuyama, the other kid who wound up hitting it in the water on 16 or 17.
Right.
And Koepka was hanging around.
I wish I remember what the leaderboard was. I'm gonna tell you. Yeah. So, but that's why I think that
he just can't practice the way to get his game back to where you saying that it needs to be.
Right, and he may not be able to practice the way he used to have an A+ game, but he may be able to practice enough to have a B game.
And you think that's good enough for him to win that? So that was 2019, right? Tiger won the Masters.
The last Masters.
The leaderboard at that particular, Tiger won at -13. He shot -2 in the 4th round. He beat Alexander Schauffele and Dustin Johnson, finished tied for 2nd. Koepka finished tied for 2nd at -12. And then you had Webster. Oh, it was Francisco Molinari who clipped the tree limb.
Right. I remember that.
But that wasn't his biggest mistake. Was he was punching out and overshot the fairway.
Right.
And then he was trying to go for the green and hit the tree limb.
Okay.
And Tony Finau and Jason Day finished at -11.
Right. Okay.
So that was 2019. So you had Alexander. Look at it, that leaderboard wasn't no slouch. He had Alexander Schauffele, Dustin Johnson, Brooks Koepka, Webb Simpson, Jason Day, Tony Finau, Jon Rahm, Ricky Fowler, Cantlay, Justin Thomas. All of them was in the top 12.
Okay. So now, and just out of curiosity, see, now we can go back and see when Tiger, like he won his previous majors or his previous Masters, his first Masters, when we might say, okay, that was Tiger at his very, very best. That was Tiger with his A+ game. You know what I mean? But the point that I'm trying to make is that he's only going to look as good as the field makes him look. So, you know,
No, you can't say that, because remember, Tiger got the record for largest record of victory at a major. So he don't care. And it was at a point where he didn't care who was in the field. So,
right.
It could have been me and you, and he was 20 under.
Exactly. But I'm saying now, if Tiger, if he's in the field and, you know, the whole field, he ain't lapping the field no more. We know that.
So I just don't see over the course of 4 days, and you can correct me. I mean, I know you're going to disagree with me. I just don't see 4 days of golf where we going to get a -13 at the end of it.
Well,
he's shooting in the 60s every round.
Well, you know, the thing is, it remains to be seen. It remains to be seen. But I think that's going to determine that
where I think he can shoot that at is in his living room. Is at Augusta. Well, you know,
I think, like I said, I think it remains to be seen. Tiger can control. If he's healthy, he's got to put a couple things together now. He's got to be healthy. We know that. He's got to be healthy. He ain't going to beat these boys on one leg. He's got to be healthy. He got to be healthy. And if he can get that driver straightened out and get his percentage, his well, not greens, his greens in regulation, but also his fairways in regulation. If he can get that, I think that's a more important stat than greens in regulation, which transfers over to greens and regulations. But if he can get his fairway accuracy up, he's hitting greens all day. You know,
I'm not going to take his iron game from him.
I'm saying, with all of that being said, you put those two elements together: a healthy Tiger, and his accuracy off the tee. If he could put that together with the healthy Tiger.
So you think that's the most important quality of his game? One, let's take health out of it. Just give him he's healthy.
He's healthy.
He's always said if he's able to, he's not going to play if he's not healthy enough to compete. And if he's in the field, he believes he has a chance to win. If not, he won't be in the field. So you think the next important stat is his driving accuracy?
Absolutely.
That trumps everything else.
Absolutely, because we already know. I'm not even gonna question Tiger around the green or Tiger on the green. Tiger's mid game. I'm not even gonna question that, his iron play. So fairway to green, I'm not questioning Tiger. The thing where Tiger used to make his bread and butter when he first started was Tiger could attack those par fives. And then they started Tiger proofing these courses around here. Tiger used to attack them par fives from the rough. If you don't remember, he didn't have to be so accurate off the tee before.
That's true.
But then they started Tiger proofing the courses, making it to the point where you're not going to get on these greens and regulations from, 275 yards out. You understand? In the rough.
They started putting trees up, all kinds of
trees up. They figured out. You know what? They did an analysis on Tiger where they knew exactly where Tiger his percentages, where he would land the ball off the tee. They did all of that to figure out where does he land the ball the larger percentage of the time. Okay, so we need to get out there and get the grounds crew out there, and we need to reshape this course and put some more fairway or some more rough over here. Get rid of the fairway over there, bend it over here. That was part of Tiger proofing the course. People don't remember that. That's how they Tiger proofed them courses. Put a tree up there, extend the green. They did all of that for Tiger.
Yeah, that's true. So let me ask you that. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's transition. Let's go. Let me ask you. What do you think about his discontinuation, his relationship with Nike, and his new product line?
Well, I'm sure a lot of people, maybe they're disappointed with that or sad to see him leave Nike. Me personally, I could care less. Tiger could be wearing FUBU. He could be wearing FUBU for all I care. You know what I mean? Like, what do I care? What do I care if Tiger's wearing Nike? Me personally, I never really tried to dress like Tiger. So I'm not. Now, I'm sure he has a huge fan base out there that's going to wear everything Nike, everything Tiger. But if Tiger gets back to form and Tiger starts winning, he could wear FUBU and people probably start wearing FUBU. You know what I mean?
Let me add. I always thought that Tiger Nike gear, because of the creative designs of it, and they were always on the cutting edge of the trends. And then plus Tiger had a good body, so he sold the clothes and he made it look well on his body.
Right.
It's a lot of mixed reviews in terms of the first line that they run, that they advertise, far as the shoes, part of the brand marketing, but anything that's new to the masses, that's conditioned to see something else that they've been seeing for 20-25 years, there's going to be an exaggerated opinion about it. I like his new the new run out, as they call it, the new layout that they put. The couple of the sweaters that he have on, and how it's cut, real trendy, real chic, kind of like in the direction where the consumer apparel is going. Where you can wear it on the golf course, but you also can wear it to what they call it when you go to an afternoon drink, when you go out for
happy hour
or something, happy hour, it looks like a real smooth transitional clothing line. Where when you put on, because certain golf attire, when you put it on, you only can wear this to go golfing.
Right. Yeah.
So I like how what they show has a lot of flexibility to it in terms of how you can wear it.
Yeah. See, you now, because
let me also add, Joe, if I'm gonna pay $200 for a sweater or a shirt, I better be able to wear it more than just on the golf course.
And you know what? See, you're a clothes horse. Ain't nobody, and a lot of people may or may not know this about you. I know it about you. You my brother. I've known you for years, and that's the one thing I know about you. You are a clothes horse, and ain't too many people gonna outdress you. So you really into the fashion and the clothes. That's your thing. Me personally, I never really got into the fashion of it so much, so I'm not a good one to speak on that. However, I took a look at it, the Tiger that they had. I had to keep looking at it though. I'm like, I'm looking. It's kind of different. It's gonna take some getting used to, cause that's the thing with me that's so strange about it, is that I've been seeing the Nike swoosh with Tiger and the TW for so long, and so it's gonna just take some getting used to. I'm thinking of a clothing line that already has the Tiger though. What was that? Isn't there?
That's Lacoste boutique.
Lacrosse, yeah.
Lacoste something, yeah.
Yeah. Now I like their Tiger better. I wish Tiger could have had that Tiger, but that Tiger is already taken. So I don't know. It's gonna take some getting used to for me. As far as just the visual of it. Yeah. Does it appeal to my eye? Because I can appreciate something that doesn't. Even if I don't wear it, I can appreciate it from a distance.
I'm gonna tell you the two things that makes me appreciate it. One, it allows Tiger. I appreciate that Tiger has decided to take a healthy risk, because anything associated with Nike will always somewhat still be Nike. Even though it was his look, but there wasn't a lot of confidence that it was his brand.
Right.
I think this Tiger, this Sunday red.
Yeah.
It looks like it's his creative designs.
Right.
And it's something that he wanted to do. But with that being said, so in addition to, I feel that because Tiger didn't keep the TW trademark, maybe the dissolving of the relationship probably was kind of contentious a little bit. Because certain people carry enough leverage where, and it's not like Tiger is short on funds, where he should be able to, based on the relationship with Nike and Phil Knight, to be able to say, okay, the direction we going in, let me have this.
Yeah.
And he's been able to keep the TW.
Something
what that conversation was like and what transpired.
Right. And I don't know. I kind of like new Tiger, new fashion. It all ties into
old game.
Oh, I don't know about that now.
I just had to say that.
I don't know. Hey, did you look at Tiger?
Tiger looked good. I told you before. Tiger was looking like Cam Chancellor when
Tiger. Listen,
Tiger looked good. Tiger
looks good. Shoulders, back.
Tiger got me doing push-ups.
And you know what? The other thing about Tiger, and I've heard this about good athletes, and sometimes you could take a look at certain athletes, and they have a way, and I don't want to get all crazy talking, but they have a way of transforming right before your eyes when you look at them.
Yes.
And Tiger, if you notice, Tiger, he has a way of looking. You can look at Tiger sometimes and you go, yeah, but he really don't have that eye of the Tiger look. And then there's other times you look at Tiger, and you just go, wow, he's got that whole eye of the Tiger Asian thing going on. When you look deep into his cheekbones, you see something different. And that's what I'm seeing. I took a look today. I was looking at some of the stuff online, I looked deep into his cheekbones and his eyes, and I said, uh-oh, this that old Tiger getting ready to come back.
Oh, you saw something.
I saw something.
You saw
deep
something.
Deep in his cheekbones, champ.
Listen, that's what I tell you. There is no bigger Tiger fan I know. You probably see something that it's going to take Tiger 2 weeks to realize when he look in the mirror that he finally see it, and you saw it yesterday.
And look, don't let him get back to that old Tiger look when he don't talk to nobody. That's the Tiger I'm waiting to see. Tiger wouldn't talk to nobody. He wouldn't. They said don't even talk to Tiger. But we've seen a softer side, a more friendly side of Tiger. And I've always said I never felt like he should have been like that. He should have never came and softened his approach like that in the game.
But hold on. We're gonna save that for another segment. We're gonna go back through the history because I know you know all the history. So we're gonna save that for. If anyone that I know who knows the layout of Tiger.
Yeah.
Since his what did he say? Hello world. Remember we made that first press conference?
Yeah.
I know it's gonna be you. But let me also add before we conclude, because we won't have a part. I like to have a part 2 on this. Is with regards to his clothing line. What makes me believe and kind of leaning in the direction in terms of what you're saying as far as his ability and where he thinks he's at as it relates to his game. I don't think Tiger signed on to this new clothing line. I think the new Sunday Red line is associated with I'm going to be around for a while. Not just like a Greg Norman. I'm going to just put a product line out there and I'm done playing. I'm going to just let that, see where that go. I think Tiger, because it now is him and it's his brand, he understands that what generates sales is his availability. His ability to be there 2 weekends out of the month.
Yeah.
So I think he knows that he has it within his physical anatomy in terms of where he's at, where I could show up 2 weekends out of the month, push my brand, satisfy my endorsers, and my game is going to be tight enough.
Oh, absolutely.
So that's how I look at his the new Sunday Red line. Because if he's thinking about shutting it down, because remember he talked about that a few times. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to walk again. I may just shut it. I think he's taking an assessment and now he's able to say, I could show two months out of the year. I could show 2 weekends 2 weeks out of the year.
Right.
Within the season. 2 weeks, 2 weekends a month for the golf season.
Right. And just play around the majors.
Oh yeah, he's gonna play in the majors.
Yeah, he's gonna play around so he says he's gonna play around the majors more, probably, prep up around the majors. You'll see him playing into the majors and that sort of thing.
Would you consider 4 majors and 6 tournaments, 3 of them in which they're his events, he sponsors, and 3 other ones? Do you probably Jack Arnie's place? Do you see 4 majors and 6 tournaments? Would that be a good showing from your standpoint as far as Tiger's seasons? If he could play 10 times a year?
Well, I mean, maybe for him, but as a fan, and
you want to see him more, but I'm talking about just from a realistic availability standpoint.
Yeah. I mean, I would like to see him, like you said, I would like to see him play more, but I think that may be enough. I've always said I'd like to see Tiger play at least. Now, I'd like to see it be more 8 times, because I always said I preferred to see Tiger play at least twice before a major. Okay. Not just once and then play a major, but for the 4 majors, it would be nice to see Tiger play at least 2 times prior to a major So I mean, so with that being said, that's more like 8 instead of 6. But yeah. So I think, but 6 is it's so close to 8 that he's probably figured it out where he may not need to play necessarily 2 times before each major. But you know, but I suspect that's what we're gonna see though, something similar to that.
Okay.
Is him playing a couple times before each major. And yeah.
All right. So Joe, I'm gonna get you out of here on this. I want to thank you for participating.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
That's always welcome. We're gonna continue. We're gonna have a part 2 based on your availability. So
anytime.
Okay, I want to conclude like I always do by saying, welcome to Driver2Wedge. It was a pleasure having you. Be a part of our golf community, in which we call the golf culture, because golf is not just a sport, but it's a way of life.
All right. And good luck on your new endeavor, man.
Thank you so very much, man.
All right, I'll talk to you.